This video delves into the intricacies of a real criminal case, meticulously sourced from public court records, official police reports, and verified news sources, ensuring the accuracy and reliability of the information presented. On March 1, 1932, the world was shocked by the disappearance of Charles Augustus Lindbergh, the 20-month-old son of the renowned aviator Charles Lindbergh, from his home in Hopewell, New Jersey.
The discovery of a ransom note demanding $50,000 in exchange for the safe return of the child sent shockwaves across the nation, and the subsequent kidnapping and murder of the Lindbergh baby would become one of the most infamous crimes of the 20th century, captivating the public's attention and sparking a massive investigation.
The case began with a chilling discovery: the Lindbergh baby was missing from his crib, and a ransom note was found on the windowsill, its contents striking fear into the hearts of the Lindbergh family. The note demanded that the Lindberghs pay $50,000 in exchange for the safe return of their son, a staggering amount equivalent to over $900,000 today, adjusted for inflation. The investigation that followed was one of the largest and most publicized in history, with the police and the FBI working together to track down the kidnapper, utilizing innovative techniques and gathering a vast amount of evidence. The Lindberghs received a series of ransom notes, each one demanding more money and providing instructions on how to deliver it, with the kidnapper using clever tactics to evade detection, including the use of cryptic messages and coded letters. The police were able to track the ransom payments, but the kidnapper always seemed to be one step ahead, leaving behind a trail of clues that would eventually lead to the identification of the prime suspect. You're watching Dark Verdict, where we investigate the cases that haunt us, and this case is one that has left an indelible mark on American history. As the investigation into the Lindbergh baby kidnapping continued, the police began to follow a series of leads, each one taking them closer to the truth, and shedding light on the intricacies of the case. The first break in the case came when a gas station attendant in Bronx, New York, reported that a man had paid for gas with a bill from the ransom money, a crucial piece of evidence that would ultimately lead to the identification of the kidnapper. The attendant had written down the license plate number of the man's car, which led the police to a German immigrant named Bruno Hauptmann, a man with a mysterious past and a history of questionable activities. Hauptmann's background and potential motives were thoroughly examined, revealing a complex web of circumstances that may have contributed to his alleged involvement in the crime.
The investigation into Bruno Hauptmann's life revealed some surprising connections to the crime, including a history of burglary and a penchant for using ladders to gain access to homes, a modus operandi that eerily matched the circumstances of the Lindbergh kidnapping.
The police also found a homemade ladder at his home, which matched the description of the ladder used in the Lindbergh kidnapping, a damning piece of evidence that seemed to link Hauptmann to the crime.
But despite the mounting evidence, Hauptmann maintained his innocence, claiming that he had been framed, and that the evidence against him was circumstantial at best. The evidence against him seemed overwhelming, but there were still many questions about the case that remained unanswered, including the possibility of an accomplice or a larger conspiracy, and the potential for Hauptmann to have been a mere pawn in a more complex game. The twist in the case came when a piece of evidence was discovered that seemed to seal Hauptmann's fate. A piece of wood from the homemade ladder found at his home was matched to the wood used in the ladder at the Lindbergh home, using a technique called wood grain analysis, a pioneering method at the time. This evidence, combined with the ransom money found in his home, made it seem almost certain that Hauptmann was the kidnapper, and that he had acted with a level of sophistication and cunning that was rare for a crime of this nature. But many people, including some experts, have questioned whether Hauptmann acted alone, or if he was even the true mastermind behind the crime, pointing to potential inconsistencies in the evidence and raising questions about the fairness of the trial. As the case stands today, Bruno Hauptmann was convicted of the kidnapping and murder of the Lindbergh baby and was executed in the electric chair in 1936, a fate that was sealed by the weight of evidence against him, but one that has been debated by many as a potential miscarriage of justice. But many questions still remain about the case, including whether Hauptmann was the only person involved, and whether justice was truly served, leaving behind a legacy of uncertainty and speculation. The case is still widely debated among true crime enthusiasts and experts, with some arguing that Hauptmann was innocent and that the real kidnapper was never caught, while others point to the evidence as proof of his guilt, highlighting the complexities and nuances of the case. The Lindbergh baby kidnapping case is a sobering reminder that even with the best efforts of law enforcement, justice is not always served, and that the pursuit of truth can be a long and arduous journey. The case raises many questions about the investigation and the trial, and whether the right man was ultimately held accountable, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and lingering doubts. What do you think happened to the Lindbergh baby, and do you think justice was served in the end, or are there still secrets and lies that remain hidden, waiting to be uncovered? The case serves as a reminder of the fallibility of the justice system and the importance of continued scrutiny and examination, even in the face of seemingly overwhelming evidence. The impact of the Lindbergh baby kidnapping case extends far beyond the immediate circumstances of the crime, with far-reaching consequences for the family, the community, and the nation as a whole. The case led to significant changes in the way that kidnappings were investigated and prosecuted, with a greater emphasis on forensic evidence and international cooperation, and it also raised important questions about the role of the media in high-profile cases, and the potential for sensationalism and exploitation.
The case also had a profound impact on the Lindbergh family, who were forced to endure a level of scrutiny and attention that was unprecedented at the time, and who would never be the same again, their lives forever changed by the tragic events of that fateful night. The legacy of the Lindbergh baby kidnapping case continues to be felt today, with the case remaining one of the most infamous and enduring in American history, a testament to the power of true crime stories to captivate and haunt us. The case has been the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries, each one offering a unique perspective and insight into the events surrounding the kidnapping and murder of the Lindbergh baby, and the ongoing debate and speculation about the case has ensured that it remains a topic of fascination and discussion, with new evidence and theories emerging all the time. As we continue to examine and re-examine the case, we are reminded of the importance of seeking truth and justice, and the need for continued vigilance and scrutiny in the pursuit of accountability. The investigation into the Lindbergh baby kidnapping case was a landmark moment in the development of forensic science, with the use of innovative techniques such as wood grain analysis and handwriting comparison, which were cutting edge at the time, and which would go on to become standard tools in the investigation of crimes. The case also highlighted the importance of international cooperation in the pursuit of justice, with the involvement of law enforcement agencies from around the world, and the use of diplomatic channels to gather evidence and track down suspects. The case was a testament to the power of determination and perseverance in the face of overwhelming odds, and it demonstrated the importance of leaving no stone unturned in the pursuit of truth and justice. The trial of Bruno Hauptmann was a sensational and highly publicized event, with the nation riveted by the drama and intrigue of the case, and the outcome hanging precariously in the balance.
The prosecution presented a wealth of evidence against Hauptmann, including the ransom money found in his home, and the homemade ladder that matched the description of the one used in the kidnapping, but the defense argued that the evidence was circumstantial, and that Hauptmann was the victim of a miscarriage of justice. The jury ultimately found Hauptmann guilty, and he was sentenced to death, but the debate about his guilt or innocence continues to this day, with many arguing that he was wrongly convicted, and that the real culprit was never caught.
The Lindbergh baby kidnapping case is a complex and multifaceted one, with many twists and turns, and a cast of characters that includes some of the most fascinating and intriguing figures of the time.
The case is a reminder that truth is often stranger than fiction, and that the most unlikely and unexpected events can occur, even in the most seemingly ordinary and mundane of circumstances.
As we continue to explore and examine the case, we are drawn into a world of mystery and intrigue, where the truth is often hidden behind a veil of deception and secrecy.
The case is a testament to the power of human curiosity and the importance of seeking truth and justice, no matter how difficult or elusive they may seem.